Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dynasty Queens. I'm your host, Pamela Nicole, and I've got my gorgeous co-host,
Nia J in the building.
Oh yeah, we got a special treat for y'all today. We got the lovely comedian LSD in the Dynasty Queens house. Y'all give her a hand. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. And all right, let's get into it. So LSD, tell us and tell our viewers a little bit about, who you are and where you come from and everything, a little background.
Okay, so as y'all know, I'm comedian LSD. I was known as LSD. I'm from Philadelphia. I used to rap, I was heavy in the underground world. Used to be with Reed Dollars. I know a lot of people know Reed, just a lot of the, vodka, just all of the underground known Philly rappers during the time. So I used to be, performing a lot, getting in rap battles. Then from there, I started, once back in the day when you were on the DVDs, you basically made it during that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I came out, they dropped the DVDs. I started getting on it, started picking up a little bit of buzz.
Yeah.
From there, I dropped my mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Which sold out in the first day.
Oh,
no, that's
okay.
right.
All right, there we go.
So it sold out the first day, and from there, my, A&R found me.
Okay.
Contacted, my manager at the time. One thing led to another. They were trying to give me a deal. Some things went south with the management, but we're not going to get all into that.
Right.
Fast forward, time goes on. Then I just picked up, doing comedy.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Very cool.
All right. So LSD, let's go back a little bit. So how old were you when you realized that you had a passion for, or you were, like a lyricist, or you could rap?
Yeah. So I would say I probably figured that out when I was about 9.
Okay.
Because by 10, I was already writing full-blown songs.
Oh,
nice.
okay.
On my computer typing
Oh,
them
dang.
out. I still got them to this day. So yeah, I probably around 10 years old,
Mhm.
I started writing.
Okay.
Okay.
And from there, my mom started noticing that I was always in my room.
Yeah.
Because I used to want to sing. Because I'm a good songwriter.
Right.
So I can write any type of, it don't matter what the genre is,
Mhm.
pop, rock, R&B, whatever. So I would
Yeah.
try to write songs, but then I noticed my voice just couldn't hit
Yeah.
the notes. So basically, I was like, well, damn, I'm talented. I still want to do this. And
Right.
that's what originally got me into rapping.
Okay.
I'm like, people gonna hear me some way.
Yeah.
I can't sing. So that's what, I realized that I can write in general.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I used to be upstairs, getting on my mom's nerves. And then from there, she bought me a karaoke machine for Christmas.
I had
that's
one
what's
too.
so-
Yeah.
Yes.
With the karaoke machine. And then from there, I started, record, like, hey,
Right.
home all day. And then, that's how it all started. So I would say about 11 years old is when I started originally writing. And then by 13 is when I came and, started getting with the rap. Like I said, I didn't have the voice. I'm not bad.
Right.
But
you know your gifts.
Yes.
You know your talents.
Yes.
Okay.
So what are we writing about at a young age, with
So
your?
at that time, I was writing about everything. My little boy crushes, my mom, heartfelt things. I wrote about everything, the struggle, the life, the environment that I grew up in.
Okay.
Because, even though I was young, growing up in Philadelphia, you see a lot of things
Mhm.
and you learn fast.
Mm-hmm.
So, just life experiences, things I was going through, my best friend, stuff like that. My little boyfriends and just life experiences.
Wow, and that's deep. For being such a young kid, having to go through that and being able to be creative and write about that, that's deep. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yes.
you think about kids nowadays, they're on, their iPads, computers, Roblox. They're not thinking about that kind of stuff. So
Right.
you just cut from a different cloth. you
A
know?
different era.
Yeah, especially in that era, because music was different back then.
Oh,
Mhm.
for sure.
Than it is
So
today.
back then, you had to really be talking. It had a message.
Yeah.
Music had more of a message back then
Right.
than it does today. You can, now it's just about, you got to like him.
Yeah. Right. It's a clout thing.
Hey,
So-
the talent is irrelevant.
So who was someone who really inspired you in the industry, as far as artistry? It can be a female or male. Someone that you really was like, you know what? This is someone that I want to emulate in the rap game.
But see, the crazy thing is, I love Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
But the
As
crazy
do I.
thing is, my inspiration for everything, believe it or not, is Whitney Houston.
Oh, Oh, please elaborate.
I love me some Whitney.
Yeah.
I love Whitney. And she a Leo. Leo gang.
Oh, you're a Leo.
Yeah.
Okay, period. Fire.
Yeah,
Yes.
so like that really was my inspiration, believe it or not. It had nothing to do with rap, but like I love the fact that just everything about her realness, her rawness.
Right.
I know y'all got to remember when she cussed out Wendy Williams.
Oh, absolutely.
That
Absolutely.
goes down in history. So like she was also kind,
Yes.
and classy, and humble, and
down to earth.
She treated everybody with respect, and like that's what I loved about Whitney. Like her whole everything, her aura, everything about her was just beautiful.
You know what I say about Whitney Houston all the time? She had a beautiful instrument, but she was just a regular, what they call a roundaway girl back then, really from Jersey. Like she was just really
So that was really my idol growing up.
Wow.
I mean, I couldn't sing like her.
Yeah.
Nobody could ever do that. But but that's what it was. It was Whitney, and then I love Lauryn Hill, of course, if we talk about, and Missy.
And Missy.
I'm old school.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott, I loved her videos.
Yes.
You know, back in the day, videos used to hit.
Yes.
Right. Used to be like, oh, you couldn't wait for the video because it was so much happening. They told a story.
Right.
Yeah. Missy, man, shit, 1 minute she take a head off, throw it.
Right. Yeah. Creative as fuck with it.
Very creative. And and I always got respect for Kim because Kim just brought the rawness.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But I never really had like when I grow up,
it wouldn't be like Little Kim. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never had that. Whitney was my girl.
Yeah, I like that. I think Little Kim definitely kind of pushed the raunchy and the more like explicit content into what we have.
She paved the way for what we have now.
She did. She definitely.
With the sexy reds of the world and
the sexy
Cardi B's, you know.
Absolutely.
She definitely did. Yeah. Man. So what would you say growing up, just kind of like with going with underground rap battles and everything, describe that to us. Because, you know, we see like shows on like Netflix where, you know, you see all these underground rap battles and, you know, is it really like that, how they show it on TV?
Yeah, it's absolutely. Now, when I was doing it, we talking about some time ago. So, you know, it definitely has changed. But yeah, for the most part, it's all the same. You get in there and you battling. I started off battling females, but I was getting them the fuck out of here.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Okay. Look,
I'm just
destroy.
Right.
Done.
Okay.
Getting them out of here. So like, they was like, yo, you gotta start battling dudes.
Right.
And I started getting them the fuck out of here.
No,
okay. Period.
Right. No, but that's how it was.
So how was that transition like? Because you're like a really cute lady. So did they take you serious before you got into the Cypher? Like, let me see what she's about. How did you like?
They took me serious. See, one thing about me is when you a real one, people know.
Right. Yeah. They can pick up on that.
Everything. You know what I'm saying? Real, recognized, real. That's instant. Also, when I grew up, like I have my best friend, of course, is a female, but like outside of her. Like it was all the bros.
All the bros.
Yeah.
So like I was always a little sis. So you know I'm rapping, I'm with the bros, and you know in my little hood growing up, and you know people just. You know, they knew not to fuck with L. Because if you fuck with L, you got a
problem. Okay.
Real big problem.
Problem coming.
Problem coming behind you.
Okay.
So yeah, like I never had that issue with rapping and battling dudes. And plus I was just the talent outshined everything.
Right.
Like it wasn't even like, oh, she a female. It was just like, damn, look at this female chopping these motherfuckers heads off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this little skinny little puny thing, you know what I'm saying? And my delivery, I was all, hey. I'm right at you.
I love the energy.
Yes.
I'm serious. I'm right at you. Like, I wasn't scared of nothing.
Yeah.
So
she got in the field and she was playing. She's like, I'm not playing with y'all.
I'm not playing.
Now I gotta know. You know, you battling dudes and stuff. What is one of your most iconic ciphers that you've done in a rap battle against a dude?
I would think the one when I went all the way down to New York and I was supposed to battle this girl and I was getting her out of there, and then because the boy jumped in thinking he was going to get me out. Thinking he was going to chop my head off. So we start battling, and he doing his little thing. And then from there, like I just start going, and next thing you know, lights, like all I just start seeing is light after light after light, because everybody just started putting their cameras on. You know what I'm saying? The little portable tiny things that all these lights just started going on, and then gradually everybody from New York that was standing behind them all came over to the Philly side gradually. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was the one, because he was like, out of all the people I battled, he was just so cocky. You know what I mean? Like, by the time I got my other battles, my name was established.
Right.
People already knew what I was coming with. But
this
was a time when, like, I was kind of, just, getting my name.
Right.
He was in New York.
Getting your feet wet.
I mean? Like, you're not even in my city.
You right. Base, so,
exactly. So, like, the buzz wasn't crazy out there.
Yeah.
So, he just had his little cocky little New York word to my mother. I'm about to get her out of here, big. Word to my mother. And it didn't happen.
So, you annihilated that man, huh?
Annihilated him, embarrassed him, and had his whole New York hood standing behind me. Like,
yes.
I mean, for real. That's how it happened. And then, one thing that's how it happened back in the day. And that's, now this person wants you on their DVD. Now this, you perform at this show, and now this producer or artist, like, everything was just connected. And I just, rising.
Right.
I love that.
So let's talk about, okay, you're an adolescent going into your teen years. You're doing these cyphers, these rap battles. You're traveling. You're leaving Philly. You're spreading your wings. So what was next? How did you really, establish yourself as an artist, as LSD? And what do you think are, like, what is some of your best work and your best projects as an artist?
Just as far as the music?
Yeah, the music.
I feel like, my album, my 2 mixtapes that I dropped. See, I had stopped for a little bit because, all right, well, when I got time for for me to get a deal, it went south. And then you're talking about a young girl where this is my dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that moment, I felt like somebody took it from me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I went into this real deep depression. I ain't gonna cap. I went into a deep depression. Like, I lived music. I lived rap. I woke up every day writing, in the booth, sleeping, waking up, breathing it, battling, doing shows, like, listening to beats all day. Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then, once that happened, like, I just got so discouraged. And, like, that's initially, that's what happened. Like, that's what caused the downfall of LSD in the rap career, because that happened. Then from there, I just completely stopped.
You shut down.
I completely stopped. And then probably about, I would say, like 2015, 16. That's when Reed Dollars hit me up, and he like, yo, L, I need you. I'm about to start this label, Holiday Entertainment. I need you as the first lady. I need you a part of the joint. I'm like, cool. So he kind of the one. Shout out to Reed. Reed was the one to, get me back on my shit and like kick that funk. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And,
I feel you.
Got me back rapping.
Right.
And then we dropped a project. It was like 7 of us.
Okay.
Shout out to Wise too. You know what I'm saying? Black Order, Holiday Entertainment. And, we dropped a project, did a mixtape. But, life goes on. People getting older. Getting married. Got kids. It was kind of to a point where, like, it was like, all right, now we just doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, back then it was like, I'm doing this and then I'm trying to get
there was an end goal in mind. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now I just do it
for fun.
People hit me up.
Yeah.
Just for the one time.
Yeah. Right.
People, I am working on a new album right now just to get the streets, Philly streets. I gotta bless the Philly streets.
Okay.
All right.
Just one more time, y'all.
One more time.
I love it.
So I'm giving them one more album, but right now, life happens.
Yeah, for sure.
Life happens. I am mad that I let that depression get to me that bad, because honestly, had I kept going at that time, I would have made it. No ifs, ands, buts about it. I had the look. You know what I'm saying? I wrote my own music. I was young. I was unstoppable. But I let my emotions, get the best of me. But I feel like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? And during that time I was young, I didn't know the game.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of things happened as well. I didn't know the business side. I had the talent, but not the business.
I was going to ask that too. So what is some advice that you would give to some young women that are today trying to get into the industry, into the game? They're naive. They have that raw, real talent, that drive. You seem so motivated in whatever it is you're doing. I feel it.
Yes.
So what is some advice you would give to that girl who may be naive and get herself locked into a deal, didn't look at the fine print, or the fine print wasn't obligated on the other side? What would you tell her?
My advice would be, when you trying to come up, make sure you got a solid team around you. That's
okay.
number one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have, and keep it as small as possible. Keep your circle as small as possible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure the people you got around you is solid. Get rid of all the leeches and snakes, because people know what's going on. They see that you got the talent.
Yeah.
But when you come in and you sharing your good news and you see that one friend that don't want to clap,
Oh yeah.
come on, man, because you should be clapping. You know what I'm saying? If I'm coming up in the world, if you can't clap for me, you gotta change your dog.
That's an enemy.
You know what I'm saying?
Period.
So
An op.
absolutely.
Yes.
So I feel like just watch the people the company that you keep around you, and just stay focused, stay hungry, and absolutely, make sure you got a good manager.
Yes.
And make sure you read the fine prints.
Yeah.
And make sure you get a lawyer and all that to look over everything and make sure everything is the way you want it to be, because this is a wicked game. But see, now you don't even need that today. Now you got a following. Let's just say I got 1 million followers. I just dropped a song on TikTok. All the little kids dancing to it.
Yes.
Blowing up. Now the label's calling me.
Right.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
reversed.
You got a deal. Like now you don't need, like back then you really needed a label for marketing. You needed a label to get you on the radio. You needed a label for everything back in the day.
Yeah.
Now, listen. Now you got the streaming apps. You got Spotify,
Right.
Pandora.
Yes.
You just upload your own music.
Yeah.
Like the whole hustle is different.
It is.
So it's kind of somewhat hard to tell girls what watch this and watch that.
Yeah.
Things I had to watch.
It's a
out
different
for,
game.
You don't now today. You could do it all by yourself today.
Yeah.
For
Literally.
real. But that's the advice that I would really have.
Yeah. But I also feel like with these girls that are getting that exposure from that quick, one hit from TikTok or whatever, they have to be able to follow it up.
Oh,
And I feel a lot of people don't have true talent. It's a gimmick.
Absolutely.
It's a gimmick.
Yeah. It's a gimmick. See, people got to realize that it's a difference from an artist and an entertainer.
Yes, very true.
You got people that are just entertainers.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't, put it this way, legends ain't born no more today. Like, we ain't never gonna see another Michael Jackson. We ain't never gonna see a Whitney Houston. We ain't gonna never see a Lauryn Hill. We ain't never, like, that's over. To me, it's just you just for the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But is anybody gonna remember your name 30 years from now?
Right.
Absolutely not.
Because Mike Jackson is dead.
And no shade. No shade. Michael Jackson dead, and my nephew loved him.
Right.
My nephew would be doing the dances and all of that stuff. Shoot, I just saw a viral video, a little boy in a grocery store singing Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody. So I'm just saying, that type of, legends and icons, it don't exist no more. And you're absolutely right. Like, the talent is just not there. It's all about how popping is you. Do you got a wave? Do you got a following? Okay, cool. We gonna give you this deal. Labels don't even care about talent, but that's what's killing it too. That's what's killing it, because they're not checking for talent no more.
I agree.
Back in the day, you didn't have to be known by anybody. If you had a voice, or you had a talent and could rap, they were gonna make you known.
Right.
You know
Very
what I'm saying?
true.
But now it's more like, you ain't getting this deal unless you known. Now it's more like, I don't give a damn how much talent you got. You got 500 followers. It's like,
opposite, because it's like, back in the 90s, it's like we had the one-hit wonders. It's like, oh, what happened to so-and-so? Like Lou Bega, he had like a couple, but that was like what we would consider a one-hit wonder.
Right.
And now it's like that's what's trending is one-hit wonders, if you will.
Wonders.
And they're getting deals. They're making millions of dollars at young ages. It's like, okay, you got to follow it up, like you're saying. And
yeah, but the talent. I mean, you got a couple ones that's trying to hold on. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Summer Walker's good.
What about Beyonce?
Beyonce old school though, technically.
Yeah,
okay, is she on old school now?
Girl,
Damn.
No, not like
Damn.
No, but all right, put it this way.
I guess so.
Not she's still doing music today.
Yeah, but I feel
she's
you.
not of this generation.
You're right.
Right.
I guess she's not.
Beyonce been, listen, she ain't 20 years old. She got 20 plus in.
Yeah, she's seasoned.
Beyonce
Okay,
came out
she's
in the
seasoned.
90s.
You're
gotta remember this. She was,
right.
no.
But it's really yeah. Hey.
Boy, I know you want me. I can see it in your eyes.
Come on. Yes. I'm here for it.
I'm just saying though, like she been out since the 90s, so
Damn.
but yeah, she's
I need to
still
wake
here,
up.
though.
Girl, we getting old. Okay?
We are. I need to wake up.
She's still doing her thing, but
Yeah.
as far as the people of today, that's why I said that's why
You're
I
right.
Miss Summer Walker. I
There's
feel
no
like she
girls.
makes good music.
Today's episode of Dynasty Queens is brought to you by Drip Top, the newest, hottest trend in fashion. You guys, if you love fashion, being a trendsetter, looking your best, you can have it all in the palm of your hand. This Drip Top app is what it's about. Fresh trends in fashion. Please believe me, we know what's up. Whether you're into streetwear, you know, the chic style, it doesn't matter. You can be going out a night in the town. We got you. Make sure you check us out. Browse this app. It's at just a drop and click of the tap of the screen. Let's roll. Drip Top.
And you know the best part of it too is it's not just about discovering new fashion, it's about the community. It's a full-on community. So you can follow your favorite content creators, you can get tips and tricks to your fashion, whatever you want to do. And on top of that, you know, you can level up your style.
Right.
You know, it's a great thing. So y'all go ahead and download the Drip Top app. You can get it on Google Play and the App Store, Apple Store. And go ahead and look it up. It's Drip Top. DRIPTOCK, and level up your style today. Also, go ahead and visit the website at www.driptop.com, or you can go ahead and scan the QR code right here on our screen. Y'all, don't forget, stay bold, stay fresh, and stay all together with Drip Top.
R&B, I feel like is holding on by Chris Brown, and technically he's my generation.
Yeah, he's our
still up
generation.
today,
Right.
but he's our generation.
Yeah.
Like nobody's really, you know.
They're
like,
right.
As far as rappers,
Oh, man.
Man, that's a whole other conversation.
I know. I don't know. I feel like, you know, you're someone who actually knows how to battle people. So
Yeah.
you already know off the dome what you're going to say. Today, these girls are talking about one thing and one thing only. And that's all they know how to talk about.
and that's another thing. See, back in the day, like it was more authentic.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you could, you know, people were you had different images. Like everybody just looks the same. today.
Yeah. Very
You know what
true.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
The only one of the female rappers that I do fuck with is Glow. I love.
Oh, Glorilla.
Glorilla.
Yeah.
She a Leo too. Stop sitting with me.
Yeah.
Some fucking damn Leo. But no, like I just like her rawness.
Yeah.
And she real.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even though she changed her image a little bit.
Mhm.
She getting on her little, feminine thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, for sure.
But she's still
That's-
she's still authentic.
Yeah.
She's still authentic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other rappers is just like everybody just naked.
Mhm.
It's looking like strippers is on stage.
Right.
That's
very true.
That
Yeah.
is very true.
Very true.
Like what's going on?
Yeah. And there's no variation. It's all the same.
All the same.
Pretty much.
You
yeah.
know, that's nuts.
Yeah.
You know, and I love that we can talk about how music, like good music, because
Mhm.
you know we'll listen to music. Like when we come out here, it's always 90s R&B.
Oh, yeah,
90s
that's how we
rap,
rock.
Like, you know, because nowadays it's like I don't want to hear this shit. Like I want to hear about like what you went through. I want to hear your life experiences. I don't want to hear about you shaking your ass in the club and
Right.
you know this and that whoop-de-woo. You know, so what would you say as far as your top 5? Either male or female rappers of the 90s. Your top 5 favorites.
How you gonna do this to me?
Man,
Like, people with hair red, they go left and right. My
It's a-
top 5.
Yes.
My top 5 male rappers. I would say Hov,
I knew she was going to say that first. I just knew it. Mm-hmm.
Pac.
Okay.
I'm not see it ain't no order.
Listen.
When I say we're naming these top 5, let's keep in mind I'm just naming 5. And the top on bottom. All right, y'all. See, this is why I don't like doing these. So we gonna have Pop, Hov,
Yes.
Biggie,
Okay.
Okay.
M.
Okay.
Eminem.
Eminem. And she's like, whew,
And
gotta really think about it.
see, I like Cole. I like J. Cole. Like, it's a couple. Like, I like J. Cole. It's the lyrics.
Yeah.
He a lyricist. I like Kendrick. But all these people still
they're still relevant right now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I it's hard to say. I would say, because, like, they all got certain thing about themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like that list. I know some people kind of vary, a little bit. They put like Lil Wayne or whatever in the mix and stuff like that. But I think Hov, and Tupac, of course. And yeah, that's some
females. I would go with Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Kim. Missy. Damn.
That one's hard too.
I used to fuck with Eve. Eve. I used to love her.
Yeah. Eve's good. That's fine.
I don't know. I don't know top 5 females.
You might have a top 3.
she's like, it's me. She's like, it's her.
The LSD and LSD for the last two.
She's like, that's why. Because she the top female. That's why.
Right.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Yeah.
That's good. So let me ask you. We were talking about, your underground rap career and everything. When did you make the transition to comedy?
Okay, so we can keep this completely open. Like, we could talk about whatever on here.
Yeah.
So whatever type of show.
This is a judge-free zone.
Censored or, okay.
No, not at all.
What happened was how comedy came about. We all updated with the music, whatever.
Yeah.
What's going on with that? So comedy came about because I came home from jail.
Okay.
Came home from doing a bid in about 2018.
Okay.
By 2019, because I got locked up in 2018. Was home by 19.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just trying to occupy my time and stay out the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I was just trying to do anything to keep myself busy and not go back to the lifestyle that I was currently living.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I just started. I always been funny. Like, even in middle school and high school, you look in those yearbooks, most funniest Lauren Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always been funny and I always knew I was funny, but it wasn't until I started creating. That's when I realized how actual creative I was.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it really honestly just started out of boredom.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Like I said, just trying to stay busy and out of the streets. So I started making videos, gradually. Started putting them on Facebook. Next thing you know what I'm saying? My followers start inboxing me, hey, are you making another video? I'm like, oh, okay. No, actually, I started off just being on live talking shit. I was just on live.
That'll do it.
Shit.
Right, literally.
I was just on live talking shit about, just crazy shit, and people be cracking the fuck up. I'm sitting here like I'm dead ass serious.
Right.
It was like I was giving a whole stand up on live.
Right.
People just cracking the fuck up. But that's how it started. It started with me talking crazy on live, and then it led to me making content. And then, people was like, you're gonna start posting more. So I'm like, oh, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Or I posted it, and then like my second one I ever did went viral, and then from there I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
But at this time too, this is when like people are just now starting to go viral.
Right.
What it is now, where
Right.
everybody go viral all the time now.
Yeah.
It was like a big deal. You went viral then. So started going viral. I started making the videos even more and more, and then I just started like changing, getting more creative with it. And then that's when then people started hitting me up like, hey, you should get on TikTok. I went on to TikTok. They was like, because it's actually for content, because during this time, keep in mind, this is before Facebook was monetized. It was just about communication.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I got on TikTok, and first I was like, I don't want to get on there, all the little kids dancing and shit, because it was kind of like when TikTok, first came to the scene too. So I got on there, same thing. By 7 months, I was at 825,000 followers.
Oh, there we go.
You know what I'm saying? Then I got banned.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
They banned my
What you done did, girl? How you got
banned?
banned?
Nothing. It was some bullshit. I
always
was on live and, just minding my business, and this crackhead was, came and then like he started tripping out and was naked and I wasn't even thinking.
She got
like, look at this motherfucker. Everybody on my line like cracking up. And it was just like the back of his ass. Yeah. It wasn't like the front. It was just the back of his ass for a quick second.
Yeah.
It wasn't even long TikTok. Damn.
Yeah.
It was a quick damn second.
Right.
Like, look at this motherfucker. All right, y'all. Back to the next thing you know.
Man.
By the time I said, all right, y'all, TikTok.
Wow.
Oh, man. So they in my TikTok.
Oh no.
Then it was I was hurt. I was sick. I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh
yeah.
At this time now, like this is when like I'm starting to take it serious.
Yes.
It's no more just like, oh, I'm just making videos like
right.
this. Now I'm transitioning into a comedian.
Exactly.
Now I'm going viral. Now I'm getting people contacting me to do stand-ups. Now I'm making an income.
Yes.
Like now I'm hold up now.
Right. Y'all playing with y'all money.
I ain't just a motherfucker on TikTok.
Yeah.
Watching shit. Like,
I feel you.
I'm the one that's entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
So so then I started over, and then I created this character named Miss Smiley, and she wild. It's basically like what modern day slavery would be like,
girl,
today. So like Miss Molly, she was just a voice in the background, and like for instance, this skit, I'll be like, Miss Molly, you'll hear her like, "Hey, go take out the trash, slave." And then of course, modern day slavery, we wouldn't go with that shit.
Right.
So you just see me like, motherfucker, I ain't taking out a motherfucking thing, bitch. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And then like Miss Molly was just a voice. Of course, my voice.
Yeah,
but,
right.
She just would be telling me to do shit, and I just be cussing her ass out.
Yeah.
That's how it would be.
Right.
So the next thing you know, my fans again, they like, oh, why don't you reveal Miss Molly?
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. And at this time, those skits was going, them slavery in 2021.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
what niggas caption. Slavery in 2021 would be like, they start going viral as hell. And I'm like, yo, maker. They like, why don't you reveal her? I'm like, damn, like I was just using her as a voice. I had no intentions on creating Miss Molly.
Yeah.
Then I just created her, and had her crazy ass walk that she do. Like Miss Molly, wow, her mouth vicious. I'm telling you, it's like she a real person. I'm telling you, Miss Molly's crazy. If you get into that shit, I'm telling you, Miss Molly, wow. And then from there, I created her, and she got this saying where she be like, "That's how I was." Cause like, but she's showing you how she was. But let me show you how this how I was came about, because it wound up blowing the fuck up on TikTok with like this crazy ass slogan.
Right.
So it was the first time I revealed her, and I came out and I was like talking about, cause like I don't really write skits. I mean scripts. I don't write scripts.
Okay.
So I just
You
get the
improv.
concept of what I want it to be about, and then I just go.
Got you.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Cool.
So whatever comes out is what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Unless of course I mess up or something.
Yeah.
So I make this skit or whatever, and she say something about bussing. I don't remember because it was a couple years ago. I'm like bussing, and I'm like, yeah, I used to throw it back on him like this or something, and I was just like, yeah, that's how I used to throw it back, slave. And I'm just going. I'm like, that's how I was. That's how I was. That's how I was. And then I ain't thinking shit of it. Next thing you know, I post a video. It's hundreds and thousands of comments.
Right.
Saying nothing but this how I was. I'm like, wait, what?
Went viral.
And I'm just thinking, I'm showing the damn slave how I was.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's how I was. Like, that's how I was.
Yeah.
That's how I was.
It's the voice for me.
Yes, right.
She kind of older. So like all the comments is just saying this how I was, laughing emojis. I mean, literally, that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this how I was.
Yeah.
The hell are they talking about? So I'm like, you know what? That's it. That's Miss Molly catchphrase.
Yes.
Whenever she do some shit, she gonna show you how she was.
Right.
So like even if she fighting and she like describing it to you, she be like, that's how I was. That's how I was. You know what I mean? Like anything Miss Molly do, she tell you how she was.
Right.
So then it just started blowing up. I remember the first time I made a skit and didn't say it.
Oh,
And
wow.
everybody was like, why you ain't say this how I was? They was mad as shit.
Oh,
I'm like,
damn.
Just because I ain't say it like that.
Right.
So, yeah, like, next thing you know, the Miss Molly just started running up.
Mm-hmm.
And before you know it, like, it just turned into this whole brand. But it's crazy because, like I said, the comedy just all started by me just being bored.
Right.
You know what I mean? Staying out
Yeah.
the streets. And
Yes.
that's the amazing thing about it is because I had no expectation.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
and it just blew up.
It just blew up.
Wow.
And,
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I've got a website, a Miss Molly merch line.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
love that.
I was gonna
Just
ask
got
about
on,
that.
you know,
Yeah.
because my old IG got banned. Got on Instagram a few, maybe 5 weeks ago. Ran up to like 70K in 4 weeks.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Followers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting that back.
Yeah.
And it's just next, getting contacts for comedy shows. About to go on a comedy tour. You know what I'm saying? Getting likes by Kevin Hart, Jazzy
Right.
Jeff.
I know that's
Jazzy
right.
Jeff.
Jazzy
Okay,
Jeff, the
period.
legendary Jazzy Jeff follow me. The
Yes.
legendary Charlie Baltimore locked
Okay,
in.
period.
Dinah Rollins, y'all know Ashley Larry from
Yes.
Freestyle. He tapped in following me.
I know that's right.
It just started
Just blowing up. So tell us about this tour, because you kind of briefly mentioned that.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about this comedy tour that you about to do.
Well, I can't really tell y'all much because
okay.
I'm just sort of kind of finding out about it myself.
Oh, I love that.
But no, I realize then, but I do have a comedy show that's coming up April 18th, and as of right now, I'm just doing my shows, and that is about to be sold out. Last time I checked Eventbrite, it was down to the last couple tickets.
I know, that's right.
Wow.
Shout out to all my Philly people that's, you know what I'm saying, showing the love and coming through. Because this is my first stand-up that I've done in a while. Cause I was doing stand-ups and then COVID hit and it all turned to shit.
Yeah.
So, so I got a comedy show and then I got a couple more, lined up. But as far as like I said, the comedy tour, I am going on it. It's just that it's not in full.
I got you. It's actually happening while we're talking about it.
Like I literally was conversating with some, trying to figure out some things while I was driving over here.
Oh, that's what's up.
It's
I love that.
Shit new, but it's for sure happening.
You know what?
Hitting your state.
I love to capture someone when they are on the rise and the come up, and it feels like for you, it feels like it's a long time overdue. And you feel like this is your time. And I feel it, the energy.
Yes.
You're just like, okay, like this is not even the route she expected. She thought she was going to be this rapper.
Right.
You know, and she's like,
right. But see, that's what I think. That's why I said, sometimes it's just all about timing.
Yes,
and
definitely.
Like I said, I told y'all before, I was young.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe God was protecting me from something I didn't know.
Yes,
You know
absolutely.
It could have, turned, I could have, been young with all this money and could have just been depressed and living, who knows what my life would have been.
Right. Yeah.
But now, I'm older.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And even still, I can still show people what I got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because even now, I drop a freestyle every now and then and that shit'll run up.
That.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So it's like, now I feel like now I know the business. Now I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm smarter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just value people more, life more.
Yes.
And I feel like this is when God was like, now you ready.
Right. Now you're ready.
Now let's get it.
Okay.
But I always knew when he said it was your turn that I was going to run it.
Hey, I love
I
that.
always knew that.
You're very confident. I love
Yes.
that.
Listen, I
Yes.
am. When you have a talent and like a real talent, it don't matter if I'm doing music, comedy, whatever I'm touching, I'm coming and it's for real and I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I ain't trying to gas myself up, but like I really am talented.
Yeah.
You know what I
should.
mean?
No, you should, baby, because you know what? You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, facts.
You should.
No, so I was going to say that when you have a talent, and even at a young age, like when it's really in you, like you can feel it.
Yes,
You know
absolutely.
you're special.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I always knew I shine different. No matter if I was in the hood, the streets, the gutter.
Yeah.
Like, I always had a light within me that was just different from the people around me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, when it's in you, like, you just gotta make it happen.
Yeah, I agree.
When it's in you like that and you got that talent and that light and that gift, it's like the doors just open. Like I think about how so many people gotta try to get this, or like I said, I just been on Instagram for fucking not even 5 weeks and I'm already at 70,000 followers. You got people that been on there for 5 years and at 70 followers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying,
Very true.
Shit though. So what I'm saying is like, it's like even with my stand-ups, my first stand-ups,
Mm-hmm.
like how it came about. You know what I'm saying? Like people just start hitting me up. Like, you ever did stand-up? I'm like, no. They was like, well, you got it. And I'm like, how you gonna tell me I got it?
Right.
I never did this shit.
Right, exactly.
Like, because you're comedic. Like,
Yeah.
I see it in your sketch. You got it. My
Yeah.
first stand-up I did, had a sold-out show, got a whole stand-up. I was the only comedian that night that got a damn standing ovation.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So how did that come to be? I was going to ask, your very first stand-up show. How did that come to light?
So it came to light because I was going viral on Facebook.
Okay, with Miss Molly and started this before.
No, this was a little bit before I created Miss Molly.
Okay.
This was, remember, Miss Molly happened once I got onto like TikTok.
Right, got you. Okay.
So this was a little before. This is when I just started. And see, what made me create Miss Molly was because I was sick of people stealing my shit. I was like, so if I create Miss Molly, you can't steal Miss Molly.
That's an original character.
Somebody trying to steal Medea. You
right.
Motherfucker, that's Medea.
Exactly.
Like,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I started noticing like all the little I had like a viral shooting skit. I had this viral skit where it was captioned, "My funeral gonna be like," and I'm laying down in the casket, and they be like, "We are here to celebrate the life of Lauren Daniels. She loved her family with all she had," and I pop up at the casket like, because no the fuck I didn't. No the fuck I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And it like ran up, and it was just like all the little funny as shit skits, but simple skits. People were stealing, reenacting, doing it over, using my voice, and I'm just like, man, I'm sick of this shit.
Right.
You know, like TikTok, I was kind of okay with it because it still keeps you as the original.
Yeah.
And that's when you know you really got motion when people are using your sound.
Yeah. Very true.
Exactly.
But I'm talking about people that was just downright fucking stealing.
Right.
And copying. And I just got burnt out with it. But so that's what made me like really create Miss Molly, because I wanted something that's mine, so nobody can take her.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
It's copywritten, trademark, she mine.
Yeah.
Wish a motherfucker would. But you had asked me about
your first stand-up.
That's how it started. It started from me going viral on TikTok. Facebook.
Yeah.
Me going viral on Facebook, and then he saw my content and just was like, "Yo, like, you funny as hell." And then to another, and then from there, I just, next thing you know, another person, "Hey, yo, you funny as hell. Hey, yo, you funny as hell." Then I just started. By then, now I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm a stand-up comedian."
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It just
like that.
Everything just came together, and that's what I was saying. Like, sometimes, even though it was a hurt piece when shit happened back in the day with my record deal and all of that.
Yeah.
But it also made me discover that I got something else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Another whole gift that was there all along. Because like I said, I tell y'all, when I think back to middle school, I was voted most funniest. Like, it was like in a way, God was just letting me know, like, hey, I just wanted you to see what your real purpose is.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then like how everything played out. Like I said, some people got to work so hard to get something.
Yeah.
It's like it just comes to me.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know what I mean? Like I just do it and I'm here and I just drop this and I'm blowing up and I just get on this app and I get followers and I go this and I go viral and I get this and now they want me on a tour. It's like I don't have to like I'm working for it, but I ain't got to work for it.
Yeah.
It's just coming to me.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like when the talent speaks for itself, you don't really have to try as hard, It's just kind of self-explanatory.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like real talent cannot be denied.
Yeah, for sure.
And like I said, in the midst of it, I still have my little, passion and every now and then get a street something.
Okay.
Or the LSD.
That's right.
I dropped the comedian LSD. Just give him LSD.
Okay, LSD. Now, hold on real quick. Now, before we even continue, I need to hear something.
You need a little cipher?
I need a little something, like a little freestyle off the dome. I need LSD to take us back to the old school and show us how she played that man in New York back in the day. Go ahead, LSD. Show him how you get down.
I said, every 5 seconds got a nigga trying to nail me. Young John been schooled, ain't shit you can tell me. Headed for my first grade teacher, that bitch failed me. Put a slug in you, backflip, land on belly. Chop these bitches, I do it so often. It's all fun and games till your clothes match your coffin. Hit her in the spine, leave her crippled, no walking. Bitches on my dick, my balls get off them. But if it's beef, I'ma pop you on sight. I blame TV for growing up, mimicking Ike, slapping these bitches. Now you on my shit list. Follow at the mommy, whoop your ass with them switches. Every word out my mouth, fucker, I mean it. Money ain't shit, I throw it up like bulimics. Coming to your crib, no knock, I just enter. Hit you up while you grubbing, knocked away from your dinner. I do what I do, cause goddamn it, I'm a rider. Gun that'll lift that ass higher than some ganja. Gotta get that money, catch me grinding in pajamas. Wintertime, Long John can't nothing stop her. Color Benz from the La Color Coffee Colada. Interior straight leather color all blanca. Don't get it twisted cause I'm pretty and I'm flocka. Boss game is vicious and that toast to go. Blocka. Stay with the gun on me. Bitch try run on me. Knock bitches out so mothers gotta get their sons on me. Listen, I'm
Listen.
Oh, I got you. I got my hair standing up.
Comedian right
Listen.
Whoa.
Baby.
Whoa.
now. And that's
Talking so much shit.
some shit from like 06 and I still
Okay, period.
bitches.
Look,
listen.
still relevant. Look, I love
Oh
it.
shit.
Oh my God.
These motherfuckers with that bullshit.
Look, let me tell you
I love
something.
it.
Nobody is, whenever I put people on the spot, they're never that like, okay, let's go. She was ready.
On it.
I'm
On it.
Ready.
Hot and ready.
I was born ready.
Look.
Hot and ready.
Let 'em know.
Like, just let
Shit.
me know.
Oh my God. I love it.
Yes.
LSD, you are a vibe.
Absolutely.
you. Y'all are
Absolutely.
You are a freaking vibe.
Yes.
Thank you.
Give us some, like, what is next for you? I know you can't really talk too much about
Yeah.
the tour. Drop your Instagram handles and kind of share with the
Okay.
people what is next for you, like as far as the social media content and
So-
what you got going on.
My Instagram handle is @comedianLSD, and that's for all of them. TikTok. I just started a YouTube. They all @comedianLSD. The only one that's different is Facebook, because on Facebook it started off as my original profile, so it has to be your name.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's Lauren S. Daniels, unfortunately, my damn government. But you'll be able to find me because you type in Lauren Comedian LSD. I still had it as a nickname, so it'll still be direct. Plus, I'm all linked up on everything.
Mm-hmm.
But just doing more shows. Getting ready for this tour.
Right.
Working on my album still.
Okay.
Saying that I'm gonna get the streets one more time, and God knows what door that's gonna open up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just never know.
Yes.
But just grinding and just
Right.
first I got my block. Now I got my city.
Mhm.
Now I'm trying to get the world.
I know
You
that's right.
That's how it
Yes.
start in that
Yes.
order. In that order. Because, I got like the whole damn city of Philadelphia following me. I'm not even
Yeah.
caring.
I love that.
I swear to God, like all 70,000 of them motherfuckers is a straight Philly. Like real shit. So like just turn it up for my city, and just showing people like, it's more to Philly than just the shooting and,
Right.
and this and that. Like, we got real talent here.
Right.
We got real talent here. We got real comedians here. We got real rappers. We got real spitters. Listen, Philly always been real. Like, period. Whatever it is, it don't matter.
Yeah.
We here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to give people a light into our world. That's why I do a lot of the Philly slang videos. What the fuck out of here, dickhead. You mean? The bull, you mean? So I hit him with all that because I just want people to know, like, what we about.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
Put Philly in the algorithm.
Right.
So I'm just trying to turn up for my, turn up, do my big one, and just bring my city to the top. Bring my city, to the top with me. That's
I know
it.
that's
all.
right.
Yes.
Live my best life. Come see you in Atlanta and visit you in Texas.
And good.
And yeah,
Let's do it.
We go. You know what I mean?
Hey.
We all just sitting where we supposed to be.
LSD, you seem like a vibe.
Oh, you
like
know,
going out, she
for
seem like she
real.
be chilling with her shades. She be
Look.
like vibing. I already know she be vibing. All right, I can see it. Yeah. I feel it. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm just trying to make shit shake, sis. That's
right.
it.
I respect
I love
that
it.
so much. I need you guys to comment, share us your thoughts on this great, conversation we have with LSD.
Absolutely.
I think her journey is very motivational, is inspirational because she's literally come full circle.
That.
You were down, you uplifted
Absolutely.
yourself.
Like, don't forget, I said I came home from jail. So
Right.
I hit rock bottom and came home to nothing.
Right.
I had to start completely from scratch.
Yeah.
So I had to start completely from scratch and just and
Started from
growing
the
up-
bottom, now
Now
we're
we
here.
here.
Hey, you gotta dab me up too.
Yeah.
Don't leave me hanging.
Listen, I was
What the fuck?
I was feeling it so much I closed my eyes.
Look, she was in the zone. She's in the zone.
I missed you. My bad.
You
My
gotta
bad.
dab me up too. No, but it's all good.
Yeah. See, every time we dab, I notice I lose my damn train of thought. I dabbed you and forgot now. What you forgot now? I dabbed you and forgot. But yeah, I'm just trying to take over the world.
I got you.
Yes.
That's it. That's all.
Facts.
Like, I'm just trying to make it do what it do. grind, and just let this world see this light that I got within me. 'Cause
Right.
It's been shining, and it's long overdue now.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it's shining brightly, guys. So, once again, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know, thank you so much, LSD,
you.
for
Thank you.
stopping
Yes,
by.
Thank you for having
Absolutely.
me.
Definitely a
I had
vibe.
good time.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
And in closing, I am your girl, Nia J. I'm with my beautiful co-host.
Pamela Nicole.
And this has been Dynasty Queens.